I had this post ready to go on X, Cardano rocket booster loading, ADA about to explode. And I was like, wait a second. This is going to be the title of the video I'm going to do tonight. This is going to be a straight technical analysis video for Cardano. And I have some really, really just fun data going back to this candle back here in February 2021. We're going to look at multiple different things. And I want to start really quickly as we just jump right into the video. Hit the subscribe and like on your way in, by the way. But I want to start with a clip from early December. This is almost a month and a half ago. Just look at this. It's very much in play, as this is what happened right at the bull market door resistance last cycle. So you can see there's a wick of resistance right now on the daily chart for ADA. If ADA decides to consolidate down to the 20-day, it's a 19-20% dip. Maybe it goes even further. We have all within this range, the bull market door range for consolidation. And also in between the 20, probably the best thing that could have happened, everybody, because if we go to the daily chart, look at this. I did the video right here on December 4th. There it is, resistance. We talked about the consolidation potentially to the bottom of the bull market door area. And just look at that. Can we zoom in and just look at that wick? Right to that support area, the bottom of the bull market doors for ADA, around 77 cents is what I had it here on this chart. And because if you go to the weekly, what's there? The 200-week moving average. It's a really nice area for the bottom of that range. And so far, we've hit the support. Now, this video, I think, will get more exciting, at least for me, as somebody that does the technical analysis, because we're going to start talking about price action of ADA right now and really what's happening here. And what I want to show you, and this is where things get fun, is this. Please just take note. Last cycle at this time, here's Bitcoin dominance falling, that purple line. This is an ADA chart, but this signifies altcoin season kicking off. Bitcoin dominance starts falling. And this cycle, here's the purple line. Bitcoin dominance starts falling. So this is where we are in the cycle. Very similar area to last cycle. I've talked about that a lot. Even the resistance at the upper range of the bull market door channel and resistance right here at this range. It's really this upper trend line resistance area. So we saw resistance. We've consolidated. But check this out. I want to show you a clip of a video I did right here in February of 2021. It was the end of February 2021. But just look at this. For me, this is fun. Goal is there. And now we're falling into a very similar pattern. And what's so similar is because back here, you remember we were tracking this inverse head and shoulders that Cardano broke out of. And inverse head and shoulders. Now, in yesterday's video, I mentioned another kind of similar inverse head and shoulders right here. That Cardano now has broken pretty much the neckline of that. Inverse head and shoulders. So it's like inverse head and shoulders was a story for Cardano back then at this moment of last cycle, and it kicked things off. And I just want to say what's different this cycle is it's not so much speculation about what Cardano can be now. Right now, Cardano has just spent years. It spent an entire bear market building the foundation. Cardano is something way different now than it was years ago. The fundamentals are 100 times stronger. We're about to see Bitcoin integration. We're about to see Bitcoin liquidity, Bitcoin innovation moving to Cardano. Imagine having Bitcoin in your Cardano wallet. That's what's happening this cycle. And we're at the beginning of altcoin season based on all of the data. So I just think it's so funny that at this moment last cycle, we're talking about inverse head and shoulders for continuation into the bull market. And here we are again talking about inverse head and shoulders. And this is what it looks like right now. So we started the video. We looked at the potential for, in this clip, the consolidation down to this lower range below 80 cents. If we look at the daily chart, we got it. Looking back now, this was a formation of the head of the inverse head and shoulders that we've been tracking. And this is what's happening. Left shoulder, head, and now we're in this right shoulder setup. And I don't know if we're going to get the complete formation. It's around $1.10 is the neckline. 8 is right below that area. Can we see the breakout? The reason why this is so important to me, at least as where I'm watching the ADA price, is because if ADA can really complete this pattern and hit the target of like around $1.50, guess what? That is so meaningful because it's this blue trend line that we really want to get to. And that is if we're over here, it's around $1.50. If we're over back here, it's like $1.42. So it depends like how ADA does this. If it does it, I should say, no guarantees we're going to get the move. I'm going to put this in the thumbnail or in the title of the video because I just think it is. I think Cardano is setting up something big. But if we get the move, it's so meaningful because that blue trend line, if we zoom out, is the inverse head and shoulders that is way larger. This is going back to, this left shoulder's back here in December 2023. I know that was the end of 2023, but we're in 2025 now. So this left shoulder goes back to 2023, and we're in this right shoulder setup. That has not been completed yet, but this small inverse head and shoulders in there could be what helps set up that right shoulder. And this is what I'm tracking. And this is all happening in a moment where we're 5 days from Trump being inaugurated. And I should put a warning. And I was telling my wife earlier, man, when we get this bullish and things are really lining up very well, it does seem like the opposite happens, at least in the short term. It like fakes us out. And everybody's like, oh man, come on. And then all of a sudden when everybody's complaining about it, then it takes off. So I don't know the timing of continuation. I just want to say that. But things are really lining up very nicely. And all of these patterns, the momentum of crypto right now, even the fact that ADA, because if we realistically look at what happened since I did this video back here on the 4th, right? From that moment to the swing low, ADA dipped almost 40%. That's huge consolidation. That's big consolidation in a bear market, but that's very large consolidation in a bull market. So all the right things have happened. Maybe there's more consolidation needed. I don't know. But seeing how some other cryptos have been moving, I think Algo, I think Stellar, XRP, obviously. I think there's a strong potential for ADA to see its breakout to $1.50, and then things get really exciting. So I just kind of wanted to put that out there for you, everybody. There's a lot going on. We've seen Cardano, making headlines in terms of whale accumulation. Cardano surges. This when it surged back to $1. Whale accumulation signals potential for $1.50. There's our target. But look at that. Investors have collectively accumulated astonishing 100 million ADA tokens over the past 2 days. Large-scale investors, referred to as whales. Why are whales buying Cardano? I don't know. Maybe they're looking at these charts and they're bullish like I am. But I'm going to continue tracking this story. There's no guarantees, everybody. There's no guarantees. I just think this chart is looking explosive for the next leg up, and I'm just sharing that with you. Let's see what happens. Be prepared for every scenario. So if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and turn notifications on because we're going to be tracking a lot this bull market cycle. Tomorrow, I want to talk about some big Bitcoin news as it relates to US Reserve and probably look at altcoins as well. So turn those notifications on. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.